Right guys, okay, lesson 17. Okay, this is a 10-part marble run, yeah? Now, I've been playing about with this a little bit. I've made various practices. And this is probably a few more pieces than 10, yes? But this is what I've got after about an hour of playing about, of snapping, yeah? There's probably a few more pieces than 10 here, but something like this, yeah? Even if you just do something like this is probably about 10 pieces, yeah? So we've got some ramps here that I just joined together. We've got one of these, then there's something here. It can possibly go down this trapdoor, but it's unlikely to. And then it just whirls along and falls down, yeah? One thing I want to show you, there's two things I want to show you. First of all, the H key hides things. Okay, so we can press H, and then we can unhide them when we want to bring them back. Another thing that's really useful, let's say I'm working on this. I want to add something to this, yeah, but this is in the way, yeah? So I can move this to a collection, left side. Okay, I can move this to any sort of collection that I want. Then I can hide this and unhide it very easily, okay? So pressing H to hide is helpful, but then getting it back is a bit problematic. You have to find the object here, yeah? Whereas if it's in a collection, it's much easier to hide, unhide, hide, and... Oi, where's it gone? To hide it and to unhide it, yeah, is much easier. Something else, I've joined all of these, and now I've got all of these colours. Yeah, I've got loads of reds and loads of yellows and so on and so on. Now, I want to change these colours, but if I start deleting stuff, then it becomes a bit awkward. So the way I found to do it, the best way I found to do it is to take your top two, change these to how you want them. So I'm going to change this to a kind of red. And I'm going to change this one to a kind of green. And then we should see, okay. So here we can see that one of the pieces has changed, yes? The rest of them hasn't. Let me hide everything else. Okay, so I've changed the colour, but now I don't want to have to do each of these, yeah? Because I could get a different shade of red, a different shade of green. It makes it quite problematic. So what I found is, if you, let's say we take this one, this yellow, if we move this up, so that they're side by side, and then you delete it, then it changes colour, yeah? Now these two, if I delete that, because they're side by side, it's a bit strange and I can't really I can't really explain it. But if I delete this, yeah, it becomes purple, it doesn't become green because it wasn't next to this one. So I'm going to undo that. I'm going to move this yellow up to my new yellow. Let's rename this. This is green, and this is now red. Yeah. So I want this yellow to become this green. So they're side by side. Now I delete it, and now this becomes yellow. Yeah. Becomes green. Move that up. Delete it. Move this one up. Delete it, and now it's all green. And now the same with red. Okay, so I move it up so it's next to red, I delete it, it becomes red. Move it up, delete it, In fact, I probably should just, not like that. If I move green to the bottom, I should be able to now just delete those, and that's how I've changed the colour, yeah? Quite easily, and now they're all the same shade of red and the same shade of green, yeah? Okay, so some useful tips there about hiding and unhiding, and a useful tip about changing the color. I want approximately 10 pieces. This is probably about 10 pieces. Yeah. I'm going to make a marble run with some balls. So I'm going to duplicate that, move that up, and then I can Shift R, Shift R, Shift R, Shift R, Shift R, Shift R. Don't forget, yes, that what you might need to rebake, and the best way to force a rebake is to change the speed. So I'm going to do that. So I've got loads of balls. Yeah. Okay, so we're starting to learn some lessons. Yes, the physics is important. So even though this ball went down and round, it still doesn't have enough speed to make it off. Neither do these. Okay, so before we get started with our proper big marble run, we do need to learn these lessons, that when we're making our big marble run, we need to ensure that there's enough velocity for the balls to run round. Yeah, and of course what you can try is you can try playing with the properties. Where's the properties? Yeah, so it's 1 kilo. So if I change it to just 0.1 kilo, and then I will need to rebake it. Yeah, let's see what happens when it's just 0.1 kilo. Okay, so the weight will influence its physics. Yeah. Anyway, okay, so have a play about with that. Try to stick to about 10 pieces for this marble run, which is about this. Yeah, maybe this is a little bit more. Because these are important lessons before we start building our big one. Yeah. Of course, don't forget to add a camera. Don't forget to add a light. Yeah, you can use a HDRI if you want. We know how to set our camera up. My camera is here. It's going to track, nice and simple. What's this ball called? It's in here somewhere. It's just called sphere. Okay, so this is going to track to SPH. Yeah. Don't forget to render it. This is checkpoint 9. So once you've rendered it, add it to your iMovie and then upload it as checkpoint 9, please, to YouTube. Okay. Lesson 18 onwards is just us building our marble run. Yeah. Right, guys. Okay, have fun with this. If you need help, okay, just stick your hand up and I'll come and help you. Okay. Bye for now.